Hello, I'm Colin and this is Shineautomotive, and I'm sat in a Jaguar X-Type that we were doing one of them how to flip a car to make money. Now, we bought this Jag really cheap and we started filming it, I bet it was 8 months ago. So I was fairly new to talking into a camera. Now, talking into a camera is really hard to do until you've done it over and over again, and now it's just like I'm talking to you lot in real life. It's just second nature. And I think the main thing of that, and I've touched base on it before, is you lot, the feedback I get and the comments and the community that we are growing is massively brilliant, and thank you for that. Even though with all the mishaps that stuff has gone on that I'm not getting involved with because it's just I'm at my ends tether. All me and Sam want to do is build projects in the future with a big channel, raffle them away to you for free. You know, 4 or 5 projects a year we'll build, and you lot, the subscribers, can have for free. Because all I want to do now is moving forward is help subscribers as a channel and build a wicked community, which we're doing. So right, back onto the Jag. So we bought this Jag and I can't remember how much we bought it from. It was maybe 300-400 quid, and it had been sat neglected for ages, but it is split mint clean, and I mean split mint clean. It is just clocked 100,000 miles. It is a 2.2. So what we're going to do now is go back to where we started this video so you can watch it, and then we're going to discuss. Look at me, I've got, is that my dinner? Is that my dinner? It's glue. I've got glue on me. Right, and then we're going to discuss it, because I haven't sold it, because I haven't finished it. All it needs now is a good stone chip underneath and a pair of outer sills. So watch the video, then we'll go through the before and after photos. I need to get it sold now. I'd love to raffle it off for like a £5 a ticket, sell 500 tickets. I don't know. If I can get 1,500, £2,000 for it, and somebody wants to buy it with a year's MOT, I'll do it, because it needs to be gone now, because we need to come up with some money to finance the Benidorm bus trip. We've got the accommodation sorted for when we get there, because we're going to have a couple of days break. I think me and Sam, we've been pushing on with the YouTube and then obviously our normal work, so we're going to have 3 or 4 days in Benidorm, and actually we're going to weigh in some scrap. I'll be truthful, we've been saving up batteries for the last 2 years, and I think there'll be enough in the scrap batteries to afford to pay for the accommodation. We've got our return trip on the ferry sorted out from the sale of the merchandise, because we don't spend the money for the merchandise, goes back into the channel and making the videos. So we've got a sale on now. We're nearly at the point where this will pay for the ferry to get us back from Bilbao to Portsmouth, and the hotels that we're stopping at in between each night we're going to do from bookings.com and stop in the cheapest places. If there's a hostel, we're stopping in it, as long as it's not like the wrong turn and we're never going to come back out alive. So right, let's crack on with this video. When I say this Jag is mint, it is mint. If somebody, I know it needs sills, they all need sills, but it's just the outer sills. Watch a video, then we'll go back to it. I'll do some before and after cinematics, and if you're interested and you want to help us out and buy this Jag, or there's 400 or 500 here who want to do a raffle. I've seen lots of YouTube channels doing that. That's not where we're taking the channel to, but we're trying to grow the channel. And I can't grow a channel and do stuff that I want to do with the subscribers we've got now. We have to be a massive channel. We have to have 200,000 subscribers so we can do stuff and concentrate more on the YouTube side of stuff. As it was, the last video on the Cavalier, I spent 19 hours over the weekend editing that video and putting that video together. And then not all the stuff that Sam does. Sam deals with all the merchandise and all the emails, stuff that you don't see us doing. You might just see us knocking and braying around a car for half an hour in a video, but the work that goes into it is unbelievable. But I love it, and I proper love it, and I want to grow the channel. So I've waffled on now for donkeys. Let's just get on. Let's go back in time, and you can see how scared I am in front of a camera. That's how it goes. Nice, man.
Flashback.
I'm Colin.
Hi, I'm Sam.
And this is Shineautomotive. And today we are doing what we spoke about doing last year. We have bought a car for very, very cheap. It's got no MOT, it's got loads of little issues, and we're going to document getting it on the road, how much it costs to get it on the road, and if we can sell it for profit. At the end of the video, we'll go through what we bought it for, how much we spent on it, including our labour and selling it, and see how much we can actually sell it for. Is it worthwhile buying a car, fixing it up to sell it for profit that's in desperate need of many, many parts? Right, so it's a Jaguar 2.2 diesel. It's a really good engine. The front splitter is non-existent, so we might have to get one of them. I don't think it's in the car. I think the coil springs are broken, the strut top mounts are gone, the brakes are hanging, the brake level warning lights on, which indicates the brake pipe's probably gone as well. So we're going to put brake pipes all the way around it, do all the brakes, but we need to check it for corrosion first. It's just been neglected, but the bodywork is absolutely mint on it. The bodywork is really, really clean. It's got flat tyres. I'm about to drag it in the yard. So yeah, full leather, nice mould. So yeah, it's gonna make a good car. One thing definitely about this is that engine runs sweet as a nut. Absolutely sweet as a nut. Coolant's like brand new. The engine has absolutely no faults, just desperately in need of some attention. So let's get it up in the air. Just waiting for Sam, he's just nipped off to drop some stuff off to another customer. And then we'll crack on. So we have it in the garage now, and we're just about to put it up in the air on the lift, and we'll have a look for the first time underneath and see what the heck we've bought and what condition it's going to be in. I have ordered a rake of bits that are on the way, so as soon as all the bits arrive, we'll lay them all down on the floor and see what we need and start putting bits together. If it's any good, it might be a crock of poo yet, we don't know, so let's stick it up in the air and let's find out.
Why is it gold?
Are they copper brake pipes? They've been done, haven't they? Just want to wire brush up, clean all it down and give it a, not a stone chip up, stone chip. What the front like? The front look good. So we're going to need 2 tyres for the back. Back bush is all right, Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not as bad as the MX-5. Right, so we've decided we're going to get on and do it then. So we've dropped it down. I'm going to whip all the wheels off now and start jumping in and strip it all down. So yeah, look how beautiful that looks really on the outside. Bit rough underneath, bit neglected, but that's what we do. So let's get on and let's get it stripped down. Wow, they are very, very, very rusty. Broken spring, absolutely finished. So we found a broken spring on the back, you see there, where it's really crusty, and we were going to stop doing this because to get the bolt out of them bottom arms is a nightmare. And would you believe it, a little bit of a wire brush and that bolt came straight out. So let's crack on with it because it is just desperately in need of some TLC. You looking forward to it?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm not.
I can't believe that's come out, can you?
I can't believe that hasn't just flown down and tried attacking us.
All the focuses are the same as well. They do not come out. I've never got one out.
No.
Is that your first?
Maybe second.
Wow.
Not a lot more.
Right. A brew?
Yes, please.
So our massive parts for the Jag have just turned up, so we're going to get all these bits out and then start putting them on the Jag. So that's the first delivery of bits come. The radio's on, so I'll have to do this quick. So yeah, and we'll start chucking them on. Sam's stripping the back end down back now, and I'm stripping the front end down now as well. Let's jump onto it. What we saying?
Feel it.
Feel what? That is proper hard, isn't it? For how rusty rusty everything looks. It just keeps surprising me. Look at that. They're the sliders. Free as a daisy. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Everything's coming off pretty easy. Well, the discs and pads are off on the front. Believe it or not, that caliper is serviced up, so I'm going to clean that up. That's pretty good. It's just surface rust as well. The pistons went in nice and easy. I'm going to take the struts off though, because the springs look far too rusty. So we're going to put a pair of springs on and strut top mounts. Sam's on servicing the rear calipers now as well, because they're actually servicing up. It's just everything was just a little bit tight, but everything's free. Got all this side stripped down. New brake pipe is already made, so that's good. All the bushes and everything are good. Obviously got that bolt out there to change that spring, and then obviously get all the surface rust cleaned up. It's pretty solid, apart from the sills. What's this vehicle we're working on, mate?
It's a Jaguar X-Type.
And how do you say Jaguar?
Jaguar.
Do you not say
Say what?
Jag? Right, so all the struts are off, just ready to do the ball joint bushes. The calipers have all been sanded down and painted. They're serviced up, they're working fine. Back brakes are done, sandpainted the backing plates, all the calipers serviced, ready to go. New springs in the back. So now I'll give all this a wire brush down and we'll get some anti-corrosion stone chip stuff that we have. So now what we'll do is we'll jump onto the front end. I'll get the springs off these struts. Got new strut top mounts, new springs to go on, new discs and pads, new drop links. I think there's a pair of new drop links to go on the back as well. Are you ready for it today, mate?
I'm ready to get it off the ram.
Yeah? Yep. Do you know what you're doing?
No idea.
They're the new flexi pipes.
Yeah.
Brand new flexis, brand new brake pipes. It's had everything, hasn't it? Sam's having a check over. Are you doing the last brake pipe, Sam?
I'm having a look to see how crap it's going to be, whether I do it or not.
Right.
Or whether I leave it to you.
Even though that spring isn't broken, it's really badly corroded. Now that would be MOT advisory, but because we're changing the other side because it's broken, it's just best to just change both sides. Sam's on finishing up the last brake pipe, and then that's all the brake pipes done. All the genuine original brake pipes changed out. Are you enjoying doing it, Sam?
Yeah, I love brake pipes, mate.
You're loving it?
Yeah.
Right, so the shockers with the new springs are on, and we're going to chuck them on now, and we've got a new pair of drop links to go on, so we'll get all the front end chucked back together now. So that is the driver's side all built back up with a new spring, the new disc pads, everything clean, wire brush and there's liquor paint just to freshen it up. And look what I found in the boot. Oh yes, I found the splitter that snapped off, so I'm going to have a go at gluing it back on. I was going to take the splitter off, but I think that just add to it. So I'll have a go, and then I can see if I can put some extra fixings up to hold it in place. So we'll jump into that now. Let's see if we can get it glued up and looking fresh again at the front end. Let's get on with that. Let's crack on. What we're doing now is we're pressure bleeding the brake system up and running new fluid in the system because we need to get it off the ramp for a couple of days now. So the next one we'll be doing is we're bringing it inside, taking these sill covers off and welding the sills and doing all the anti-corrosion underneath, because all the running gear now and the braking system is all on top form. That screw came out, put a fresh screw in there so we don't have to buy new number plates. That just tidies the front up. The splitter's drying and all gluing up fine. Just got a couple of cable ties in because I had to heat it up. Just warped and lost its shape a bit, so that's just holding it in place. So I got it warm with a heat gun, and then obviously them 3 little bolts. But obviously to buy a new one of them was expensive, and the build idea is to build it and flip it for a profit, so we don't need to be wasting too much money. Sam's been over to the breakers and got a mint fuel line. So we've got the new, we'll fit that fuel line in. We've got that. And he got four new window rubber seals that go on the top because ours are all bubbled up and corroded. So we got them from Jag. Where was it, Sam? Euro Jag. He got them from. So bleed the brakes, put the wheels on, get it outside, and that'll do.
2,000 years later.
Remember where we last got up to it. So I've got the back wheels off now. They're having some tyres fitted, and I'm just setting on getting all the inside. Gonna clean all the leather, do all the plastics. It ain't too bad in here, in all fairness. I'll just give it over out. Now we've got, when Sam went down to collect some bits, we've got all these second-hand rubbers that aren't rotten because everyone was rotten. So we've got them all off, and we're gonna stick some new rubbers on. Say hello.
Hi.
So that's our new apprentice. Let's see if he's any good. He's only on his first day. So we'll get these rubbers fitted on here because that's where they're rusted out. What we'll do is on the new rubbers, get them clean, and we'll just put a bit of white grease along there, and that should stop this bit of corrosion going on. But in all fairness, it is proper cleaning up really well. I've got all the moss and mould washed off on it, and I forgot to start filming. But all that moss that was growing in there. So it's looking good. Got the headlights to do, which I'm going to do, polish up the headlights next, and then get some polish on it, get doing the wheels, and just get it ready up for sale.
3 weeks later.
So right set back, it's got these threaded bars, nuts and bolts either side. So there's one tucked right up in there, and there's one tucked right up in there. From a distance, that, I don't know how windy this is going to be. From a distance, that looks perfect. You have to be right close down to see the repair work that has had. Look at it, it's just beautiful. Oh, it's nice in the back here. Look, I'll get my armrest down. Come on, Dave, drive on. Pull put my cups there. Having a quick look, right, at the bills, because obviously this video, I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to put it out, and then it's ended up, I thought, you lot deserve a midweek video, and I'm going to show you something, because we have done videos before that haven't gone out, because I'm not happy with them, but I feel that you lot might know somebody or help some, or be able to help us out with buying it. We have spent probably 500-600 quid on it. And when you look on eBay, they're anything from £800 up to £5,000. I've seen them. I was like, there must be on something for them to be that price. But yeah, like I say, if we could do a £5 ticket, sell 500, that's like £2,500. And then what we'd do is we're like, well, we're happy if we could get £2,000, 1,500 quid. We use the rest and we'll put that into the charity for the year to split up between the two charities as well, something like that. Because we're not greedy. We just need to keep the lights on and pay the bills. So yeah. Let's jump in the front seat. So you've seen the work that's gone on. So basically, like I said, all that is left to do is put a pair of outer sills on. We've still got the fuel lines to put on, which you've seen in a bit of a clip there. Get the fuel lines all blathered on. All the brake pipes have been done. All the brakes have been done. The shockers have been changed. It is in really good condition. So then from there, all we've got to do is weld a set of outer sills on, and then give the whole thing a proper good stone chip up, and it's done. So if you're interested, and anybody's interested, want to buy this vehicle, because it's just been parked up at the front. I've mentioned it in a few videos before. I've got a mint jag there, but it's one of them things I started doing, other things happen, and it's just got put on the back burner, and it needs to be done and sold. And it runs mint. There's no rattle, anything like that. All the lights go out apart from the fuel light. That's standard. 100,000 miles. And I'm worried it's just going to be one of them things that gets parked up, because we used to sell and flip loads of cars. But the way the things have been going with the YouTube channel, it's growing a little bit faster than I thought. I would never have thought we'd be 15,000 subscribers in, you know, this far in. I set myself a 4-year target to try and make it on YouTube. And to do that, you've got to sacrifice. And I make sure you get at least one video every week. And I'm trying my hardest to do a midweek video, and this is why I'm using this content, because it's easy for me to put together. But then you get to see it, you know what I mean? You get to see what goes on. So we'll see you with the Cavalier on Sunday, getting smashed back on with that. We've already done a load of footage, because we're like a week, we're a week in front of what you see. This Friday coming, I'm going down to Chris Pryor's. So if you haven't entered in to get, well, you don't have to. All it is a £5 for a name and you comment on the roof. A name and a photo, or tenner, your name, photo and a comment. There isn't many, there's about 10, so you're going to have lots of space on the roof. And if it runs out the roof, it can come down the car, like I said. So if you need that, you need to get that in by tomorrow, from this video being out today. Fingers crossed I get to upload it in time. So I've been Colin, this is Shineautomotive. If you buy some merch, thank you. If you like the channel and you like this video, give it a like, drop a comment down below, and I appreciate all your time, because this is what we do. And I love YouTube. It keeps me on the straight and narrow. And I love cars. I am a car nut bonkers man, and I have been since I could walk. And it'll be like that till the day I can't get in a car anymore without somebody having to lift me in with a crane. Because if it gets to that point, it will happen. See you later. Electrics are through the roof now, innit? We've got to keep the bills on somehow. We've got to keep the lights on somehow. There we go.